I feel you. I know. Daddy's home, everyone. Thursday, September 8th, 2016, and Anderson Cooper is here. Thank you for being here. Love having you here. That was crazy when we came out. Tony Pig forgot my name, which is amazing. Really? Thank you, Tony, for finally pulling it out of thin air.
That's funny.
He goes, please welcome Kelly.
I saw on your Instagram, it's your kid's first day of school today.
First day of school, yes.
How was that this morning?
It really began last night, and it began with what my daughter thought she should wear to school versus what I thought she should wear to school.
Well, it's so funny you said that because I was looking at the Instagram and I was looking at what she was wearing to school. And I was like, I wonder how long that process of selection took. What was it?
It's still happening because I'm sure, and I know this for a fact, that she definitely put what I didn't want her to wear in that backpack somewhere. So there will be a change. There will be a costume change. But you know, we had rules when I went to public school. We had rules, like your shorts and your skirts had to be a certain length. Now it's almost in the reverse. It's almost like they cannot be a certain length or you'll have no social life ever. You know, I kept saying to her, I should be able to see your shorts underneath your blazer. You know what I mean?
Okay,
the blazer was hanging longer. And she said, she goes, well, that's the look. That's how it's supposed to look. And I don't even understand why you're trying to start me out on a bad first day. You know what I mean? Whereas it's so easy with boys.
Right, yes.
You know, he put on what I put out for him. I go, you're wearing this? He goes, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
Joaquin
so
is
sweet.
the sweetest person.
He's the sweetest person on the planet.
I always remember my first day of school, like, I remember I would always get a new pair of sneakers, but I grew up when, like, there weren't, as far as I knew, there weren't like Nike or like fancy sneakers. I bought my sneakers at Woolworths in the bin. Right. You're right. They were all like the same.
And they were together by a plastic thing. Right. And you would walk around, and then your mom would be like, your mom would go, walk. How do they feel? And you're like, I can't really tell. Right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's like,
right. You would go into the bin and just like find, oh, this looks like they were all Keds. Like that was the only sneaker I think on the planet.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I did get a pair of fancy Keds, and I remember this because they had like this. They had this button on the side that it was iridescent, right? So sometimes it looked purple, but sometimes it looked green. And my mom was unclear how she felt about that. She thought they may have been a little too fancy, a little too showy.
Right, yeah.
She didn't want the other kids to get jealous. Right. So they went back after we brought them home.
How was your Labor Day weekend?
It was nice. Yeah? How about yours?
It was fun. I was up in Connecticut and I went to a, I went to the Goshen Fair, which is an annual fair that I always go to. And it's so much fun because it's, you know, it's like the prize goats and the prize rabbits.
Like the 4-H club.
Right, and Future Farmers of America. And so that's me at the one of the goats. I think that's a goat. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'd say that's a goat.
But they have, like, animals you've never seen before. They have these chickens. They have a whole barn full of chickens, like prize-winning chickens. And there's all these breeds of chickens. Like, I kind of thought all chickens look alike.
Oh, no, they do not.
There are a gazillion. I took a photo.
The fancy-footed chicken?
Have you ever seen silky chickens?
Yes.
I'm obsessed with these silky chickens. Like, look at this. Look at this one. What is that?
Anderson, you should get silky chickens.
I would love a silky chicken. What do you? I don't even know what. I mean,
well, you could keep them on the roof.
Do you think they taste silky too? Or
no, I don't think those are not to eat. Those are to show.
Oh, and you're like, oh, how dare you? Like you haven't had a chicken sandwich in the last 24 hours.
No, but
I love when people are like, oh my God, you're talking about killing a chicken. Like, you're all slaughtering chickens every day of your lives.
Yeah, but these are
gobbling them up.
These are fancy chickens.
Right, but not the silky chickens. I'm sure you've never eaten.
You know how your mom puts out the fruit bowl, but it's just for show. It's just for the company.
But I mean, these chickens are like. I would just stare at these chickens all day long and probably brush them all day long. Like
these chickens are the Entenmann's cakes of chickens. They're just for show, just for if company comes over.
Do you think the silky chickens know that they're better than all the other chickens? That they just walk around looking at the real chickens and being like,
they're like this.
Yeah. There were rabbits. I mean, there was a rabbit that was like this big. There was like a huge rabbit.
And that rabbit is no joke, too.
None of them were. And then there were all these rides, which kind of scare me because, you know, you don't really know how, like, this, if the FAA is really testing the safety of these rides. And, so
because you always
I don't think the FAA is really responsible for safety rides.
You always hear stories.
Right, yes.
People send me, because my mom would never let me go on trips, like class trips and things.
Really?
Like, she did. She eventually, she relented, let me go on the 8th grade class trip to Great Adventure, but she reminded me that my hair would probably get stuck in the tracks of a roller coaster and rip my head off. That was her reminder out the door. Remember, your hair will probably get caught in the tracks, so don't go on anything. Don't go on lightning loops, and which is ridiculous. But then people will send me articles like, it did happen once. So people in America are very helpful with telling you. You'll get them now. You'll get all the horror stories.
Because there's rides that are like kind of creaky, and you sense like, okay, last week they were in Bethlehem, and this week they're in Goshen, and like you don't really know how many safety checks are being done. But that's sort of the fun of going on them, you know. And like the person running them is like smoking a cigarette and be like, sure, kids, go on the ride, whatever you want.
But think about it. Think about it. Like, we have a slip and slide at home, right? We have the slip and slide, and when the kids, cousins come over, the slip and slide always gets installed in the backyard. But we install it like 3 or 4 times a year, right? And we are always, at the end of one installation, missing a piece, right? We're always missing a piece. We're always one piece short. If you're installing something from Bethlehem and now you're in Goshen and now you're here, eventually you're going to be like, where's track 7? I don't know. Just put it together with wire. Fishing wire's fine.
They had one of those like old-time, you know, things with a bell on the top, and you take a mallet and you smash it down, which I'd never done before. So I was there with my partner, and we had 2 friends, and the friends I was with, my partner's in really good shape. He's like, you know, big.
He's buff.
Yeah, he works out every day.
His body's sick.
He lifts weights a lot. He gets up there, takes this mallet, and can't even hit the thing you're supposed to hit. He keeps hitting the ground. I'm like, you're at the gym every friggin' day, and you can't even, like, hit the thing?
Yeah, but he's not, like, at a range where it's not like they're, like, practicing aiming for something.
It's right there. I mean, it's not as if, like, it's a moving target. It's not whack-a-mole, you know? It's a stationary object. And the guy who, like, the attendant was just like, and then our friend Pablo also did it. He got it like, you know, a little bit up, which was mortifying. Our friend Hamilton, who I gotta say, not in the greatest of shapes. I mean, I'm sure he's maybe cardio amazing, but he's not like a weightlifter.
Hamilton is in good shape, but he's not what you would think of as somebody that would be able to ring your bell.
He's got a you know, one of those cigarette patches on his arm. Gets up there. It went right up to the top of the bell. I could not believe it. I mean, of the 4 of us, if anyone, I would never have in the million years have predicted.
He would have been the person, and we say this with love because mad love for Hamilton. Mad love. His name is Hamilton South, and I'm desperate for Northwest to marry his son. Okay? Northwest South.
Right, yeah. But literally, so he does it. He goes like, boom. Sorry. And then, and then literally he's just like, and walks away. Like, as if, and so anyway, he won a big prize, which he allowed me to be photographed, which was my favorite. This was the giant prize.
That's a good prize. So you sent me the picture of Benjamin with the hammer. And so I showed it to Joaquin, and Joaquin said, Benjamin's holding the hammer wrong.
Absolutely.
He said that he had the hammer. He had the hammer here, and he had to have it here. It had to go.
Well, also, what Hamilton did, which I realized, is you're supposed to, you know, as you go up with it, you slide your hands down, and so you get leverage. Anyway.
Up and down. Okay, that's how you win the alien.
Next weekend
at the carnival.
When this ride is in your town, you will now know. And please send us your gift.
Yeah, and send us a picture of you with your gift. We won, Joaquin and I, this is going back many years. Remember the goldfish?
Oh, yeah.
So we went
my God, yes.
We went to a 4th of July carnival in North Haven, and my son and his best friend said, can we please play the games? They didn't want to go on any rides yet. And I go, why don't we go on the rides first? Because if you win, I'm going to be stuck carrying your stuff. And Joaquin looks at me, and he's like, at the time, maybe 5 years old. And he goes, whoever wins. And I went, good point. So, okay, whoever wins. So one is the ring on the milk thing.
Right,
and
impossible.
Right, impossible. And one is the darts, that you hit the balloon with the darts.
Right.
So Joaquin's friend Jules goes ring, 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 wins a giant bulldog stuffed animal, which he hands to me. Joaquin goes dart, 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 goldfish in a bag.
Really?
We are there for 3 minutes. Okay? I spend the rest of the fair and the fireworks checking on the emotional welfare of the fish and fishing for more money for a fried Oreo whilst holding the fish and the dog and getting money out of my purse. But anyway, the fish lived for many years.
Really?
Many. Well, you know the fish, I mean...
But I never knew that it was the same fish. I always sort of assumed...
No, it was the same
Really?
fish.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't kill this fish if our lives depended on it. The fish eventually, I believe, flushed itself down the toilet. The fish was like, I cannot... I was just never supposed to make it out of the bag.
Did you ever have gerbils for your kids? Like, when I was a kid, having gerbils was a thing, and I remember I had gerbils, and I guess I didn't know, I hadn't read up on gerbil breeding, and I guess they had babies, and like, I must have been 7 or 8 years old. Oh, so excited, oh my God, literally sitting there, and I'm like, what's she doing with that baby? The gerbil was eating its own baby. Yeah, literally, they eat their own.
Sometimes they're hungry.
I was so traumatized. I was like, I was like looking around for any adult figure to like explain, like, there's a slaughter going on in our little, like, I felt like it was in that movie where like, you're the only one who's witnessed a crime, and you're like, looking around for somebody to tell. I was like, do I call 911? I mean, I literally...
What did you do? Did you get the others out of there?
I don't know. I honestly can't even remember.
You blocked it out.
I blocked it out.
Yeah.
I think I just, like, slowly backed up from the room and didn't speak for the next year or something. Like, it was so traumatizing. It was one of those weird things. Yeah.
Santa Claus brought my sister teddy bear hamsters, and
teddy bear hamsters.
Teddy bear hamsters. Have you ever heard of a teddy bear hamster?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So
maybe it was a hamster. I hadn't.
No. Teddy bear hamsters are extra fluffy. Apparently, they're fluffy. They're fluffier than regular hamsters. I don't know. Santa didn't bring them to me. Leave me out of it. But I did something horrible. I didn't realize that they cuddle together just because that's what they do. They cuddle together and they burrow into the wood chips, and
it was a gerbil attack. I kid you not. I'm kidding.
That's the sound you hear right before you have a stroke. Keep that.
Do you smell almonds?
Toast? Just so you know. So I'm not sure, but as long as we all heard it, we're probably fine.
There was a second where I was only like, am I the only one hearing this?
No, I know that when we go, it will be together. They will find us together, clutching hands
we'll be like Thelma and Louise.
Archaeologists will be like, we're not sure what these two were saying to each other, but we're quite sure nothing was happening. They just looked that way.
The strange thing is when they open up the crypt, like 1,000 years from now, I will be just as pale. I will look no different. I will be, yeah.
The only thing left of me will be my fake tan. That's all that will be left. And teeth, yes, and giant, yes, Gelman, and giant teeth. They're like,
you don't have giant
Anderson,
teeth.
Yes, I do. Yes, and they seem to keep growing. Anderson was buried with his horse. No, her name was Kelly.
That's awful.
Anyway, but my back to the hamsters. So I thought they were cold, so I put them in front of the heating. Like we had a heating unit. Okay. And then I covered their cage with a towel to make sure they weren't too cold. And then they apparently, you know, suffocated.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, this never comes. This never comes up at Thanksgiving with my sister, still to this day. Yeah.
The show takes a sad turn.
Yeah. Anyway, I know. I've told this story 30 times on the show, and all 30 times people were like, "You monster."
By the way, I can't remember if I had gerbils or hamsters, so please, people, don't email me saying that gerbils don't eat their young. I'm not sure which eats their young, but anyway, it was probably my fault. Are you excited about, do we have time, or are we done?
No, we have time.
Are you excited about the new iPhone?
Oh.
People are flipping out, though. People are flipping out that...
I don't know about how will I play my music with my headphones?
But see, that's the thing. They still have a headphone you can plug into just the single jack that they're going to have. So it's not like you can't use a headphone. It's a little different.
I just don't...
There's a dongle, which I don't know what a dongle is. But Gelman is obsessed with the word dongle, because backstage he's been running around saying, there's a dongle. They're giving you a dongle. I'm like,
use your other.
You should have been in yesterday's meeting. He said he dropped the word dongle 400 times in 2 minutes, and I went, calm down. We'll get you your dongle. Don't worry.
Yeah. Someone on CNN last night, Jeffrey Lord, a Trump supporter, said to me, you want to cover every jot and tittle. I was like, every what and tittle? What? Every what? I love when people try to... I'm a big fan of, like, people who use old phrases that haven't been around for a while and are trying to bring them back. So now I'm trying to work jot and tittle into every... And, like, malarkey. I want to use malarkey more.
We use malarkey all the time. Malarkey. Yeah, blimey.
Exactly.
Yeah. Indubitably.
Oh, yes. Indubitably.
John Oliver used...
They roll my mustache.
Indubitably. Yes, yeah, that's... yeah. So let's all bring those words back.
Yes.
It's time. Yeah. By the way, I just want to say one more time, for those of you not watching AC360 every night, you are missing a show. I'm telling you, it is so good.
Very sweet.
It is.
A lot of politics these days.
But it's such good politics, and your panels are so good, and I love when they all start shouting at each other, and then you go, guys, when you're all shouting at each other, nobody's listening. And I'm going, I'm listening.
No, because nobody at home can hear it, and it's so annoying to me when, like, pundits are yelling at each other and they're talking over each other, because they get, you know, understandably excited, but nobody at home can hear.
Yeah.
And so the other night, I literally just blurted out, like, no one's listening. And then I realized that wasn't my inside voice. I realized, oh, I said that out loud. And I turned to them, I was like, of course, I mean, I'm listening, but I mean the audience can't hear you.
Indubitably.
They were like, malarkey. So we got a great show today. Meg Ryan.
Yeah. And George Eads is here. Yes.
And it's time now for Takeoff Travel Trivia.
Watch this. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Whoa. Here we go.
Obrigado is right. That's Marcos Vedoveto from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah. Wow.
Are you...
Marcus, what was that spin you did? How many times did you turn there?
I think 4 times.
Amazing.
Are you a professional dancer?
Yes, I'm a professional dancer.
You are incredible. You can dance here every day. You should Game over. Sorry, everybody else, but Marco is now our only trivia.
Well, thank you so much. Wow. All right, let's see who's on the phone. Ellen Huber from Eustis, Florida, excuse me. Hey, good morning. How's it going, Ellen?
Hi, Anderson. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, Ellen, what's going on in Eustis today?
Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day today, but a little cooler, which I really like, because I'm tired of the hot weather.
I'm so glad someone else on the show today has white hair.
Yes, I do, Anderson.
I know.
I do.
Yes, you can sub for me.
Soulmates. What's cooler for Eustis, Florida?
In the 70s, low 70s in the morning. It's still going to be 90 today. It's starting to get hot, but it's less humid, so that feels better.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, well, let's spin the wheel, see what you're playing for. I'm sure we'll be at trip. It's not a trip to Florida.
Oh, no, good.
It's not. It is the Gran Fiesta Americana Coral Beach, Cancun in Mexico.
Oh.
7 days, 6 nights in an oceanfront junior suite.
Wow.
It includes a spa treatment per person. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. Anderson's providing the other part. It's a prize valued at $10,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck.
All right. Aaron Eckhart appeared on yesterday's show. Based on whose life did Aaron Eckhart say he's writing a screenplay?
His mother.
Yes.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Gran Fiesta Americana Coral Beach, Cancun. Located on Cancun's most secluded stretch of white sand beach, Gran Fiesta Americana Coral Beach, Cancun offers 602 all-suite oceanfront accommodations, a world-class 40,000 square foot gem spa, an awe-inspiring pool, a variety of dining options, and much more. Your price is valued at approximately $10,000.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Kelly.
All right, now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a $500 appliance package from Cuisinart. So please pick a number between 1 and 224.
I was married on 7/7/73, so I'm going to go for 73.
All right.
Coming up, Meg Ryan. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Still ahead on Live from the new series MacGyver, George Eads. We'll open up Kelly's inbox to hear your comments and questions. Coming up next, Meg Ryan.
On tomorrow's show, Jessica Alba's here.
And from the series Empire, Terrence Howard is going to be here.
And Chef Jeffrey Zakarian will help us resolve the debate. Now, last time we were here, we had a big debate about pancakes versus waffles.
I don't see the point of a waffle.
Because you're insane.
No, because there's a pancake. Why do you need a waffle?
Because
it seems like a lot of effort.
A waffle is a pancake on steroids.
We're going to resolve this debate tomorrow.
Okay. All right, let's get to it. She got her big break in When Harry Met Sally and has been America's sweetheart ever since. Please welcome the lovely and talented Meg Ryan. It is different here, yeah.
You haven't been here in 7 years.
Like maybe 1,007 years.
Yes. Why? What did we do to upset you?
I'm sure it was fun. Hi.
I'm so glad to see you.
Nice to see you.
The last time I saw you, you didn't even know that I saw you because I was following you downtown. You were walking, and you were just walking down the street, and I was like, that's Meg Ryan. I got to be a part of this.
Where was I going?
I don't know. You were walking through Nolita, and I was just following behind you.
How long did you follow her for?
How long did you, where was I going?
Too many blocks for it to be appropriate. I don't know where you were doing. You were just walking.
I saw you once at a restaurant down there.
Yeah. We did, I know it. But I got excited. I just wanted to follow you.
I sometimes see Anderson.
Really?
With like a little backpack? Is that
yes, that's me.
Yeah.
I look like a newt that's crawled out of a rock with a backpack on. That's what it
That's how you know it's you.
Yeah.
Get the blackberry going.
How's your summer been?
It's been great, fantastic. Thank you. I was out in the vineyard for a while, and I have a place out there. So,
oh, cool.
Do you spend any time out there?
No, I'm at my local town fair all summer long in Connecticut. So,
The vineyard is like Martha's Vineyard, right?
Martha's Vineyard.
And who is Martha? Have we ever?
You know, they just were saying that somebody started calling it the Martha.
Oh, really?
No, Martha was like the daughter of somebody who discovered the island, who wanted a vineyard, but there's no...
It's nice that she lets you all stay at her vineyard, too.
Yeah, very nice.
I've never been there, but I'm dying to go. I hear it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's incredibly beautiful.
Pretty good.
How's your daughter?
She's great. Thank you for asking. She's 11.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Started 6th grade.
Oh, my gosh.
She's discovered about herself. She's a real scientist. She told me she went to a tech camp this summer.
Oh, wow,
She told me she wanted to be involved with STEM, which is science, technology, and engineering, and math.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant.
That's cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah, she's a very
That's great.
But there needs to be more women in that industry.
Yeah, they need to learn how to code. These girls who code are important in the world these days.
I agree. I agree.
I'd like to even know what code means.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, yeah.
It has
Talking about flash drives.
It has something to do with a ball, I think.
When you're a parent, do you have to pretend like you know all this stuff? Because that's what I don't have.
I don't know.
Really? Okay.
She's like,
when were you able to? When were you no longer able to help her with her homework? Because for me, it was about 3rd grade. I clocked out.
Yeah,
I was like, you're on your own.
Yeah. No, I just don't know. That's right.
I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah, she finds it entertaining.
Yeah.
She's not actually in the little movie that I directed, but she came down and was like an extra for a day.
Oh, great.
And she kept saying to me and my son, who has a little part in the movie, Mom, I know you and Jack like this, but I don't get it.
Really?
Because she's such a scientist about everything. She does, you know, so.
And your son is an actor. A full-time.
A full-time actor now.
And how old is he?
He's like 20. He turned 24 on 4/24, and he was born at 4/24.
Really?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So when your daughter says,
He's not as impressed by that as you guys.
When your daughter says, I don't get, you and Jack, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Were you guys like, what? Well, we don't understand coding.
No. We have so much respect for her.
Yeah, right.
Her big brain.
Yeah.
Did Jack always want to do acting?
Yeah, always.
Really?
He's always been doing it. Like, he's always been coming, like the house is always full of his friends coming out of one bedroom or closet or bathroom or another, dressed as like Captain Crunch or the Trix Bunny, and they were the superheroes. Like, he's always been kind of like writing and producing and directing.
I love that's the age, because that is the age that you would dress as the Trix Bunny or Captain Crunch. Like, your whole world is whatever cereal you're eating.
They were like cereal box, like superhero wars or something.
So of course, when Harry Met Sally, the scene in Katz's Deli is the scene of the universe, right? It's like, it's all anybody ever talks about. It's Anderson's favorite scene. Have you ever gone back to Katz's Deli?
No,
Can you ever go back?
I can never go back. No, it's in the neighborhood too, Kelly.
No, it is.
I just can't go there.
I go there all the time.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you? You have a favorite there?
I just like a pastrami sandwich, like every other girl.
I could never have that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about your new job, which is very exciting. Want to hear about all your new job? The film is called Ithaca. This is
Crazy.
First of all, those kids are so beautiful and so talented. This is your directorial debut. You directed this film. You're in it, but you directed as well.
Yeah, I directed the movie. But those kids.
How do you get through it? Were you crying as you're directing them? Because the
cuteness,
the sweetness, and the
beyond.
Yeah.
In both of them. I mean, our little the star of the movie is from Kansas City. It's his first real lead in something. I think he maybe did a TV show after that. But he's just got he's such a precision instrument. Like, he either wanted to be a professional baseball player or an actor.
Wow.
I mean, and he's just as lovely as can be, and so gifted. But the little one was, the movie is so much about innocence and the loss of innocence and what we lose when we lose that. And
it's a coming-of-age story during wartime.
During the beginning of World War II, in Homer, the dark-haired boy in that story gets a job delivering telegrams to the families of the people in the town who don't expect anything when the doorbell rings. And it's about how the community and his mom help him make this kind of radical transition. He has to grow up really fast. The rug really gets pulled out from underneath him. And I love the story so much because it came to me when my son was so young. And there are times, when you're a parent where you get the penny drops that you're not going to be able to protect them from everything. And so then what?
Yeah.
You think about what your community is going to be able to offer your children, and that's very much what Soroyan was writing about. You know, it's about the loss of innocence at a time when one of the times when our country lost.
And your son Jack plays your son in the film.
Yeah, there's 3 boys in the movie.
Wow.
And
But what is that like to direct your son? Because I've tried to direct my son to hang his towel on a hook, and that seems insurmountable. That's like something that can't happen. So what is it like?
You know, truly, he came from Martin Scorsese's set. He was on that HBO show Vinyl.
Oh,
of course, yeah.
To our set, which was like, we were all like, we have this dinky. We shot our movie in 23 days.
He was slumming it.
We had like, no money. We were like, sorry, Jack. We're sorry.
Can you get any of the vinyl craft service?
And he kept saying, oh, Mom, it's the same. Which, you know, I raised him well. He gives no one else is going to say that ever about a Scorsese movie in mine.
That's great.
So, and now he's working in all over the place. So, and he's great in the film. He's got a little part.
Well, we are psyched to see it. It's Ithaca. It's in select theaters.
Tomorrow on Live, Jessica Alba.
No, never.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
What a pleasure.
Dreamy George Eads.
Thank you, everyone. This is great.
That's what I call him. Dreamy George Eads.
Thanks.
So you had 15 years on CSI. That is, I mean, really unheard of in this day and age.
Yeah, I think it was something like 308 episodes.
Wow. Was it weird stopping?
Very weird.
Cold turkey.
Yeah. It was I think it was probably about 1.5 years before I got MacGyver. And you know, come on, when you're doing something every day for 15 years, I'm used to being in the trailer. I'm used to, I don't know, it's just kind of the whole set vibe. And then and then it stops. And so like the first month, you're like, I'm playing golf every day. I'm going to get so good. And then you're kind of over golf. And then you're like, okay, well, what's my other hobby? Well, I'll start drawing again, or I'll take an art class. Do that for about a month. And you go, okay, I'm over this now. And so I was really excited to get back on a set and get back to work.
I bet. But George, we have your next activity. 15 years from now, at the when you stop with MacGyver in 15 years, we want you to start raising silky chickens. We want to come play with your silky chickens.
Well, you grew up in Texas in a small town.
I did. I grew up in a small town called Yeehaw and all that stuff.
Remember when they were from Connecticut before?
Yeah, I know. Now they're from Yeehaw, Texas.
No, I'm from a really small town called Belton, Texas. It's about an hour north of Austin, and it's about an hour south of Waco. But
what were you like as a little boy?
Well,
what was baby George Eads like?
Well, and it was you know, growing up, I'm dating myself now, but I'm 49 years old. I don't.
Hey, so am I.
You guys look good.
But you know, it was before video games and all that stuff, so I played outside all day. With Hot Wheels and Army Men, and my dad used to get on to me about making fires down by the creek because I'd be down there playing like I was a cowboy or playing war. So my mom used to be like, George, dinner.
I love it.
And I would come running from my treehouse or something. So I had a pretty active imagination, you know.
That probably helped with the acting, I think.
My mom on the intercom would be like, Anderson, dinner.
Oh, you had an intercom. Or we could really date ourselves by going.
Right, exactly.
I remember those days.
Yeah, of course. I like that your first acting gig, though, wasn't it a primetime soap?
Yeah. I started out on a show called Savannah. Aaron Spelling. Thanks. Yeah, Aaron Spelling really gave me my start.
Well,
I really owe it all.
You got killed off in the first episode, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And then, but he brought you back.
Yeah, as a twin.
Yeah.
As a twin. Was he just like?
You're never. Let me tell you, you're never dead on a soap opera. You're just deactivated.
Well, you know, the thing about a soap too is such a good training ground for. I mean, because you have to learn so much dialogue so fast. It really goes so quickly.
It's the training
that it was
ground.
a great training ground for kind of the later work on CSI, and then CSI has just been a great training ground for what I'm doing now, because there's never been a tougher challenge than this for me. This show.
We're going to talk about MacGyver in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll find out about that.
It is. The concept and the idea of MacGyver just holds up so well.
It does.
You know? And when I went back and watched the show, I mean, I couldn't help but chuckle a little bit. I mean, it was the 80s, man. I'm an 80s child and all, but some of the wardrobe was pretty awesome. I think a dude had a cowboy hat on and like a duster.
Right,
Yeah, that makes
very
sense.
Odd. But I sensed that, wow, this thing really, it's time. It's time to see the reimagining of this. And we know we have, you know, really big shoes to fill, and nobody feels that pressure more than us. I mean, I really want to do it justice and really kind of a tribute to this legacy.
I can't wait. I've got to tell you, because I love the original so much, and I am such a nostalgia buff that I seriously cannot wait.
And you play Jack Dalton.
I play Jack Dalton. I've said before that I feel like he's MacGyver's kind of metaphorical Swiss Army knife in human form.
Right.
You know, and
that's deep.
he's really an action hero, so it's really fun for me. And again, it's the biggest challenge I've faced. We have all this great choreographed fighting.
Oh, really? So that's fun.
Oh, man, I lick my chops.
Yeah, but is it exhausting? Are you, like, can't you guys, I always say this to actors, why don't you utilize the stuntmen? They are there to work.
Well, because, I don't know, growing up as a kid, I used to jump over fences and pratfall like I was getting knocked out. We'd stage fight as kids, so that's kind of a dream for me. And we have a guy who's won trophies for the choreography, although I kind of went left when I should have gone right in the fight, and I got punched right in the nose.
Is that right, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did it bleed?
It just hurt really bad.
Yeah.
But
keep that in there.
Yeah, some of the actors were pretty enthusiastic about throwing a punch. But I was in another stage fight, and I could hear the stunt guy going, "Pull your punches, pull your punches."
Oh, really?
Sorry, dude. I was so
It's so pumped up.
We're looking forward to MacGyver. The series premiere is Friday, September 23rd on CBS. We're going to take a look at some of your summer vacation photos when we come back. Well, entries are pouring in for live Summer Memories Family Photo Contest. Here are some entries that are not necessarily finalists.
Oh, okay. Let's see. This is Lauren Caldwell and her family from Tennessee on a Labor Day cruise. Woohoo!
All right. This is Sunshine Matula from Pennsylvania submitted this cousin's photo taken, I love this one, taken on the beach in New Jersey over Labor Day weekend. Good.
Here's Jennifer Clark from Pennsylvania submitted this picture of a wonderful day on the beach in Brigantine, New Jersey with her daughters Zoe and Olivia. My sister lives in Brigantine, New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, how cute are these kids? Isabel Alvarado from Davis, California submitted her sons Dante and Andre, who says, "Who doesn't love bubbles?"
Oh, my gosh. Colleen Dermont from Burke, Virginia submitted this picture of her husband and their two daughters watching the sun rise together.
Okay, check out the pajamas here. Laura Lynch from Westchester, Pennsylvania. The Lynch family moved this summer, so it was a very busy one for them.
My God.
By the way, my partner Benjamin is demanding an on-air retraction, saying that I also missed the thing, so that he wasn't the only one.
You got it. Hey, listen, to enter Live Summer Memories Family Photo Contest for your chance to win a trip for 4 aboard a Disney Cruise Line, go to livekelly.com or our Facebook page to enter. We should enter that.
Well, let's do it.
Oh, my God.
We'll be right back.
Enter Live Summer Memories Family Photo Contest for the chance to win a Disney Cruise Line vacation, where there's something for everyone in the family and so much more. Enter now at livekelly.com or Facebook for your chance to win.
We got a lot of great emails. A lot of people are emailing about silky chickens. Betty Greber from Princeton says that her granddaughter raises them. They silkies. They lay light brown eggs, but they're very dumb. She said often they're scared when their own head plumage blows in from in front of their face. I know. I get the same way if hair gets in front of my eyes. I'm blind. And look, someone else won an alien as well. Michelle Kelly from Peabody, Massachusetts.
Relative.
Yes.
Kimberly Cavanaugh from Syracuse, New York says, I feel for you, Anderson. My guinea pig did the same thing to her babies when I was 10. It haunts me 30 years later.
Yes.
And for the record, this is what a teddy bear hamster looks like.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Hey, on
Not so cute when they're munching on the baby.
That's true. Jessica Alba will be here tomorrow.
Terrence Howard's going to be here as well.
And Anderson's going to come back and eat a waffle.